this is me Sakshi, and today we are gonna discuss about a topic that we all have felt in our life. Yes, it's the feeling of being nervous. So we'll figure out this topic with the help of examples. So basically in examples I will tell you some situations in which how I messed up everything while being nervous. So let's start the video. Let's start with the example number one. Okay, one day my physics teacher asked me a question, and I hadn't enough knowledge about that topic that he was teaching at that time. So I pretty much knew that I'm not gonna answer it. Okay, he said stand up and answer this particular question. I stood up and then I told every single thing happening around to him except the answer, and he scolded me. The students was laughing, and then he said me that sit down. This is what I did, and at that situation what should I do, I will tell you now. Okay, so at that situation I knew that I'm not gonna answer it because I haven't enough knowledge about that topic that he was teaching at that time. So the thing I should have done is to convince myself that why to be nervous when I don't know the answer. I'm not gonna answer it anyway. So nervousness is not gonna help me to do something like great. Okay, so now you will think that in the situation when I was nervous and in the situation I am not nervous, in both the situations I am not gonna answer it. Then what is the difference? Okay, so let me explain it to you. uh, you know that in nervousness our mind just got blank and we don't know what to say and what not to say. We are not able to focus basically. So if I was not nervous at that time, I would have focused on the question, and maybe I would have answered it at that time. And even if not, then we all should know that how to represent ourselves in front of the society and other people, okay, professionally. And if I was not feeling nervous at that time, I would have represented myself in a good way there, and maybe my teacher would have scolded me lesser, of course. Okay, so this is what example number one tells us about. Now let's move to the example number two, our second example. This example is also related to the first one, but in this one I knew the answer of that question and the teacher was different. It was in this example the chemistry teacher was asking me the question, and in that one that was a physics teacher. But that doesn't matter. The thing that matter is I knew the answer this time, but in that time I didn't know the answer. And this time what happened ki my chemistry teacher just wrote a equation on the board and said me ki in the following equation, chemical equation, which of the following is metal or non-metal? Explain it to me, like say to me which one is metal and which one is non-metal. And I stand up and I knew that I know the answer. That was easy, metal non-metal, like oxygen, hydrogen, and blah blah things like that. And I stand up, then I watched the around my class, and all the students was literally watching at me. And and suddenly my hands started feeling like cold, and my whole body like started feeling like cold, and my mind just got blank, and my confidence went zameen ke niche. Yes, literally my confidence went zameen ke niche, and I got nervous, really nervous. And at that time I know the answer, but still I didn't answer it because I don't know what to say. What do I say? I just forgot everything that I have remembered. I just forgot. And the same thing happened again. This happened because I was thinking about others, like the students, that what if I act something like weird, or what if I say something weird and they would have not liked it? What will I do? I was thinking about others, like nobody matters. I mean, they would have forgot that thing about like 2 or 3 days, because I don't matter to them a lot. It's not something to remember for a whole time. Okay, but so I should have also thought that ki nobody matters, literally nobody. So why would I consider them as so important? And I'm not there to please them. I'm just doing my work, what I have assigned by my teacher. And anybody think whatever, it doesn't matter. this is what I should have told myself to convince myself that it's okay, so that I would have not been nervous at that time and answered the question carefully. But I didn't did that, and I messed up everything again, and the same thing happened, and then I sit down like a fool, like a dumb. Okay, and let's move to the last example, our last one. In this example is a different. In this one, I would give you a moral. Okay, in the two examples before, I told you that what I did and what should I do. But in this one, I will give you a kind of moral. Okay, so I'm in class 10th, and in my school, the morning prayer is done conducted by the girls of class 10. Okay, only girls, not boys, because their voice is like too begun. Okay, so that was my turn, and I was doing conducting that for the very first time. And we are humans, so a normal human also always feels nervous when he or she is doing something for the first time. So I was also feeling nervous, but I was like, I can't do anything wrong, I can't say anything wrong, because there I was representing my class, and I can't say anything wrong. I was like too much, I take too much like pressure. And although I did a mistake, like it was a small mistake, although it's a very small mistake, but I did, and it was noticeable. My English teacher noticed it and said me क्या ये आपने गलत बोला, ऐसे बोलना चाहिए था, and blah blah blah. I was saying okay sir, okay sir. After conducting that again and again and again, I just got some confidence, and after that I started conducting the prayer pretty much like better than anyone in the school. Okay, I was far better than anyone at that time. After conducting it again and again and again, I practiced it a lot, and I got the confidence. That's why I improved myself. So in this, I would give you a moral, that the moral is that you need to practice it again and again and again, until and unless you got the confidence. This is what you need to do again, repeat, repeat, and repeat until you got a confidence, so you wouldn't have to feel nervous. Nervousness is not the problem. The real problem is that how you react when you feel nervous. The reaction is the real problem. The reaction messes up everything around you. That is the real problem. Nervousness is a nature of human being. It's found in all. And the people you see on internet, they are like too much confident people. They are not like they came and just become too much confident. They don't gain confidence like that. They train their body and their mind to not be nervous in an unfavorable situation also. They trained themselves a lot, they practices it. It is not like bloom, like something like magic. Okay, with this I would like to end, and if you like the video, go like, press the like button and subscribe my channel, and see you in the next one. तब तक के लिए bye bye, मिलते हैं.